you at first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what?
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Will Lutz
from 21 yards away. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over at 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll drop here to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Saints.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there, Goff to Cup, 49 yards. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
To pick up a 3. Brings up
on 2nd and 7. Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
a 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. It's gone. Get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Gone. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again is Gone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Certainly appeared like they had a great chance of that turning into a touchdown, but maybe led him just a bit too much.
Yeah, out of the back of the end zone. That's tough on a 5-yard pass, but one of that distance, that can be tough to gauge when you're in the back of the end zone. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of these guys just to make the big play and disrupt things.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brings up
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. Trying to center on the field, but it's incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block it? Who's going to tackle? But in this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The pass out complete to Sutton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
Running with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, New Orleans.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 49 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Saints 14. Rams.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Goff now looking to throw. Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Kenny Young, his 2nd sack of the night.
2nd down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he dumps this off over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he caught by Cobb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, it's gone. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it. Pass protection or line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, silly that leads to a play action sack. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Saints 28, Rams 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. That's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. To the air again, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for goal. And it will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.